Hey, what's up guys? This is Trev from AdvancedOpTactics doing another review of one of the guns I use. You recently saw this in part 2 of the TREV-Cam Strikeforce play on the 21st that I posted a few days ago. It's a KWA KP45 Tactical edition. It's based on the Heckler & Koch USP. KWA, if you've heard of them, the first thing you've heard of them is for their gas blowback pistols. They make absolutely amazing pistols. They've got the NS2 system, which is the different operating system of the gas unit. It doesn't look like most gas tubes for gas blowback pistols. It operates a little bit differently. It's more efficient, very, very consistent, accurate. And then you've also heard of the PTP series of pistols by KWA, which is professional training pistols. Those consist of single stack 1911s and I think some Beretta M9s. Couple things you'll notice different from this is, yes, it's missing a front sight. I tapped that out. And also the slide is silver. What I did is I'm fortunate enough to have a bead blasting cabinet at home, so I took all the parts off the slide, bead blasted it down to raw aluminum, and then I polished the crap out of it. So when it's nice and shiny, it appears to be chrome, but it's not. It's actually raw aluminum. So every once in a while it'll spot and it'll start to tarnish pretty bad, so I end up polishing it once in a while. Like right now, I just recently played with it and it was extremely humid, so you can see it's pretty dirty looking, very, very spotty, but when this thing is shiny, it really, really turns some heads. So I wanted it to be unique. I kind of made a little project and managed to keep it looking nice. The tactical version does come with a threaded barrel, but just like the MK23 style airsoft guns, it is 16mm threads, not 14, so it's very, very hard to find silencers for it. And the outer barrel is also plastic, so to remove the orange paint from it without messing up the plastic or anything like that, I thought, I'm not going to be able to find a silencer for it, and I don't want to wreck the plastic, so I just cut that crap right off. And it looks pretty clean. I'm very happy with it. Excellent pistol. The tactical version's nice because it has completely ambidextrous controls for the safety. Left and right. I'm a lefty, unfortunately, so this comes in very, very handy. Also, the safety is up, but the safety also acts as a decocker by pulling it down. And then that's how it works. If you pull it down and you keep pressure on it and then you kind of let it flip back up, it flips back up hard enough, it actually goes into the safe position. So if you're lazy like I am and you just want to decock it and put it on safety at the same time, you pull it down and then you just let it flip right back up and it puts itself in its place. Excellent gun. Sounds very good. Nice big open ejection port. That's what you get with a 45. Very, very, very good gun. Smooth blowback action, extremely accurate. All around excellent gun. All the KWA pistols, you'd never hear a single bad thing about them. The KP45 series is very popular. There's a lot of different variants of it, color-wise, and there's the tactical, there's the match version, which is like the Lara Croft Tomb Raider edition, where it's got the big compensator on the end. That's actually the KP45 match edition. Has the compensator on the front, but the base model is actually the tactical edition. So basically, my gun with the oversized sights and the ambidextrous controls and the lipped magazine, plus the compensator. Going on to the mechanism of it, it's very, very smooth. Nice beefy magazine. I forget how much it holds, probably like 25 to 28 again, because it's a double stack, so all the pistols are relatively the same. Absolutely excellent gun. Very, very easy to maintain. Just like the real one, you pull it back far enough that the slide catch lines up. Go over to the other side. Push the pin. It'll pop forward. Pull that out. And don't be gentle with it. When you let it just sit forward and just pull it straight off, like on the 1911, The 1911 didn't have any resistance, but with this gun you're going to have to. So once you pull that out and the slide is released, you're going to have to rack it back and then slam it right off and kind of just yank on the front of it. So once that comes out, there's the gun. There's the internal of the slide. To completely take it apart, what you'll do is you'll grab the end of the spring guide, pull it forward a little so it sticks out a little bit. You can see that in the front. And then that pulls out. And then you can take the barrel assembly and just pull it right out from the bottom. And then, even easier, no tools required like on my Wii 1911, just flip this, rotates down, and then you just pull the inner barrel right out, and that's the outer barrel. Piece of plastic. Very, very good model. I mean, they make these things extremely easy to manage. This is the NS2 system. It looks pretty normal from here, but if you get into further detail disassembling the gas unit, I know some people were extremely afraid of doing that. It's actually very simple. When I first had my KGW M9, which now belongs to SCARAB, I tried taking apart the gas assembly, and I ended up twisting the metal a little bit, and luckily it still works, and I managed to put it back in its place before doing permanent further damage. So yeah, some guns you don't want to mess with the gas assembly, some you can afford to if you're careful, but this gun, everything about it is super, super easy to do, and they're popular enough models. If anything goes wrong, KWA has great service, and even if you can't hear from them directly, I mean, so many people have this gun. If you have any kind of problem, you just go on KWA's website, you go to the forums, you go to the KP45 series and their gas pistols, and chances are somebody has posted up something about the pistol, and you'll find what you're looking for. It's one of those things where there's so many of them out there, it's hard not to find someone else who's had your problem, and then you'll find a solution for it. So, absolutely excellent gun, like I said, easy to maintain, easy to put back together. Just throw those two pieces together, throw this in there, make sure the gas assembly is lined up all nice and tight. With this, you gotta be tricky. You gotta pull that back enough so you can get enough length in the front to stick it through, then line it up back, and this will still stick out a little bit. What you want to do is you want to take the outer barrel and kind of pull it back a little, because what it does is it sits right here, and then you'll see it sticks out a little front and it will not assemble. So you just pull it back and it'll drop back a little bit because it's on that zigzag there, and then it's good to go. And then you just set it in, pull it back, shove that in there, and it's good to go. So that's the gun. It's a KWA KP45 Tactical. The gun runs for about 140 bucks. I think that's MSRP. You might be able to find it for a little bit cheaper on other websites. It's an absolutely excellent gun. I would definitely recommend it. Same thing with my Wii 1911. I've tried out quite a few gas pistols. Some I've gotten rid of just because I wanted to try something else. I mean, that's how I afford my guns, is I have one for a while, and if I think I'm going to like something more, I sell the first one. That's usually how I go through pistols, and I gotta say, I've been trying to sell this USP for a while, but at this point, I really think I'm going to hold on to it, because not only I've made it my own by bead blasting the slide, but it just performs excellent. So definitely run out, get yourself one of these, get yourself one of the Wii 1911 high kappas. They're excellent guns. And expect more reviews from me and SCARAB's gear. I'll be coming up next with my AEG and my bolt action sniper.